Hello, hello, hello. For it is indeed coffee time. Why am I doing it if the missus isn't here to watch it? I do not know. If you're watching this, missus, I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of news. A lot of news. I don't know if you saw at the weekend. Actress Anne Heche crashing quite spectacularly into a house at, I reckon, 90 miles an hour. It was well, you can see what happened to her car. Here we go, and you can actually there's a picture of her being stretchered, and she's actually getting up from the gurney as they're putting her into the ambulance. You know, her clothes kind of almost burnt off from her. Right, doctors have updated her condition to crispy, apparently. But let's not worry about old drunk driver Anne Heche. Let's talk about the poor woman whose home she destroyed, because that's the real bother here. We can actually see the internal pictures of the damage it's caused, and again, as somebody who's been in a similar situation back in the day, I totally understand what this poor lady's going through. All of her belongings have been destroyed, and her home is, well, beyond repair. It's appalling, isn't it? But yeah, the lady involved is Lynn Michelle, and I think they've nabbed her picture from Facebook. This is her house. This is the lady involved, and they've set up a GoFundMe, which has raised $45,000 in a single day. I think they're going to need to raise a bit more than that. But yeah, what a terrible thing to happen, all because somebody was being an arsehole. So yeah, at least the internet is rallying around and helping that poor woman, and again, a destroyed home. It's just drunk driving. It's just not a good thing. Not a good thing. There was another story. Again, I should really search. I should really make a list of the stories. But yeah, this is a story that broke today. We've talked about this before in the past. It's the Met Police, the good old Met Police. Well, new data has come out saying that the Met Police in the last 2 years have strip searched 650 children, and in many of the cases, in a quarter of the cases, an appropriate adult wasn't present during the search, even though that is a requirement under statutory guidance. And again, Dame Rachel D'Souza, who's been looking at this, she's the Children's Commissioner for England, went on to denounce the Met Police's strip search tactics. And she was also concerned by the ethnic disproportionality. God, that's a big word, isn't it? Disproportionality. Need the right teeth in. Because many of the children aged between 10 and 17, 3 out of 5 of them were black. But yeah, I mean, what are the police? One, not having an appropriate adult present is a big thing. But do the police really need to strip search children? Come on. I mean, if they're worried about weapons or whatnot, they've got scanners they can use. But again, many of the kids have been traumatised by the incident, and well, I think anyone would be. You don't have to be a child to be traumatised by a strip search, do we? So yeah, this is just, what a terrible world we live in. Oh, is this guy a YouTuber or he's a TikToker? He's a TikToker. This is a guy called Andrew Tate. He's a British influencer apparently, and he's big enough to have made it onto the Daily Mail website. Remember, folks, I read the Daily Mail, so you don't have to. And here he is. He's rocking the bald head. All I need is the sunglasses. All I need is the sunglasses, and I could be him. But apparently he's an ex Big Brother contestant and does kickboxing when he's 35. And rape charities, that escalated quickly. Demand that TikTok ban him for his misogynistic and rape culture videos. Well, I've gone and got this video demonetized. Yeah, apparently his videos are quite nasty. But he's worth 24 million quid. Well, there you go. And I'm sure people give him money on social media. That's what I need to. If I say I'm worth 24 million quid, I think people will give me money. But he looks like a right cock. Here he is, look, with a gun. What a cock. Here he is, counting his money. What a cock. Here he is, sitting in his pants. What a cock. Oh dear. But yeah, that's TikTok. Thanks for playing. But I'm sure, mind you, I watched that documentary about, was it the most hated man on the internet? That completely passed me by. It was on the Netflix. That story completely passed me by, and I watched it last night because I'm just slobbing out watching telly because the kids and the missus aren't here, and I was shocked. I was shocked and appalled. But yeah, do watch it. Again, it's too long. It's 3 hours long, I think it is, in three parts. They could have told it in two. But yeah. Meanwhile, this is in Croydon, and this is terrible. Now, Croydon's in South London, and apparently there was a massive explosion, and we can see the drone shot of what happened, and they fear that someone may be still trapped in the wreckage. Maybe a child trapped in the wreckage. Oh my goodness. I think this is everybody's fear, isn't it? The house going bang. And there's been a lot of this lately. There's been a few house explosions, and I wonder if it's because, I don't know, some people who aren't registered to tinker with gas boilers have been tinkering with gas boilers. Because, standards are slipping. But yeah, there was a massive bang that sounded like a bomb going off, the neighbours said, and resident did say though that they reported a smell of gas in previous days, and some had been feeling dizzy and sick. Well, that's not a good thing, is it? Again, if you ever smell gas, immediately report it. We had a fire around here. Me and V managed to witness it. We saw the fire engines on Friday night. Luckily, everyone was okay. Good news, everybody. The French police are finally doing what they're supposed to do. This is in a place called, I'm probably going to mangle the pronunciation, it's written like Gravelines, but it's probably called Gravelines, which is situated between Calais and Dunkirk. But the police turned up as 45 migrants were going to jump on a dinghy. There they are. And they punctured the dinghy and smashed up the motor. Hooray! At last, the French police are dealing with this, and this is what we need to do. We need to give the French police lots of money to stop these criminals from, because it is criminals. And it's turned out that 4 out of 10 of the people that are coming over are Albanians. Well, we know why that is. It's because the Albanians have taken control of a lot of the organised crime in London, and that's how they're getting into the country. Oh, Darren, you've been mean about Albanians. I'm just saying what the police are saying. I'm just saying what the police have been saying. Don't worry, that would be clipped and used against me because, Oh dear. Meanwhile, desperate patients are resorting to pulling out their own teeth because there's an NHS dental crisis. Look at my ganashes. I paid for mine. I sold guitars and paid for mine. I had to go private because of the type 2 diabetes. a couple of my teeth went really bad, really quickly. You know, literally in months. It was just like, oh wow, because I've never had any dental problems. I mean, I hadn't. Last time I went to the dentist, Tony Blair had just been sworn in as Prime Minister. No, seriously, because I take good care of my teeth and that, you know. But yeah, the old diabetes. That was a sign, wasn't it, that my teeth had gone. I got two rotten teeth which needed to be dealt with, and I paid. Boy, did I pay! It was over £1,000 worth of dental treatment. But hey, you know, that's what you sell guitars and expensive records for. God, why don't more people sell guitars and second-hand records to pay for their teeth? But yeah, apparently people are pulling out their own teeth and making homemade ones out of resin and super glue. Ben's Works, Australia, I watch him on YouTube. Hi guys, let's make some teeth out of resin. He'll be doing that next. A new survey found 9 in 10 practices are refusing new patients. Well, we know that. And people are waiting up to 5 years to get registered. Sometimes you just got to like tighten your belt and, you know, and yeah. But it's half expensive. It's a lot cheaper being on the NHS. I'd have paid about a quarter of the price if I'd have gone NHS. But like I said, I couldn't get in anywhere, and my teeth started to go a little bit funny just as the lockdown started, and all the dentists went no and weren't taking anyone in. So I had to wait a whole year before, you know, I think it was about a year. 21. Yeah, it was a year. I had to wait a year before the dentist came back before I could get in, and that didn't help. But yeah, don't pull your own teeth out. Get a friend to do it for you. Who remembers reading the Beano? And do you remember when they used to tie a bit of string around a tooth and tie it to a doorknob, and that was the way you got your teeth? Did anyone ever try that? Did that work? Did you ever try that? No, don't think you did. And there was an update on Alex Jones. Do you remember I said they made him pay 4.1 million? And I said they should make him pay 44 million. Well, guess what? They did. They did. They made him pay $44 million on top of the 4 million. But they reckon he's worth an absolute fortune. It's good, that. Isn't that good? Oh, this is from Germany. German news. This is he's a top German diplomat. He's been arrested in Brazil. I've got a picture of him here. This is Herbert Hahn and his husband Walter Henry Maximilian Biot. That's a big name, isn't it? Here they are, together in happier times. Well, he's been arrested. Old Huey. What was he done? Well, he beat his husband to death and then pretended that he'd had a fit, and that's how he got the injuries. That's not nice, is it? That's not nice. He didn't need to do that. Yeah, he told the police that his husband had suffered a fit and fell, suffering a fatal head injury. When the coroner looked, he went, no, no. It looked like he'd been beaten and been stamped on. So. It's not nice, is it? Why can't people just get along? Why can't people just be nice to each other? Huh? Be nice. Be nice out there. Apparently, good news. Good news, everybody. Britain is going to be. I've got to show. Can I just show? I've got to show you this stock image that they've found. But anyway, we are looking at swarms of angry wasps swarming across the UK, looking for sugary things because of the hot heat of summer, and that's the image that they're using. They can just buzz off, can't they? I can't stand those little yellow bastards. Yeah, apparently soaring temperatures has seen an increase in the insect population, and 2022 has been dubbed Year of the Wasp. Oh, Year of the Wasp. So yeah, Brits have been warned to avoid sweet products and like fizzy pop and ice lollies, because you might attract them. Yeah, but Sebastian Pomeroy, manager of Stop Wasps, Stop Pests, I guess that's a pest control company. It wouldn't be a charity, would it? Told BMF TV. What the fuck is BMF TV? This year we're doing between 10 and 12 interventions a day. Last year we're at 5. There you go. So watch out for the wasps, eh? Watch out for the wasps. Let's go to sunny Bali, and we have a modern mystery on our hands. This is in a limestone quarry near the Raya Nusa Dua Selatan Highway, not far from the Pandawa Beach, which is a big tourist hub apparently in Bali. But there's a Boeing 737 just there in a clearing, and nobody knows how it got there. It's a modern mystery. Who put it there? And yeah, it's spending its retirement in Bali, just sitting there. Nobody knows why or how it got there. And from the aerial map, you can see, look, it's in the middle of nowhere. Someone must have seen it being dumped there. Or did they just dump it there in the night? Did they have it on the back of a tow truck and went, oh, this looks good, dump it there? I mean, we have fly tippers around here, but that's taking fly tipping. Oh, that was genius, Darren. Your brain's like dynamite. This is taking fly tipping to a new extreme. Oh, I'm good. Oh, yeah. This is why they love me. Meanwhile, Amnesty doubles down and defends its report accusing Ukraine of endangering civilian lives. You know, the Ukrainian amnesty official resigned over this. They quit their office over this stupidity. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. It's an absolute, crazy show. Who likes Ben and Jerry? Sickly sweet nonsense. Ben and Jerry again, ice cream brand. They're taking Unilever to court. Why? Because Unilever, right, is going to sell their ice cream in the West Bank. Yeah. Yeah, the ice cream company founders Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield support the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement aiming to pressurise Israel into backing away from military action in Palestinian territory. And they don't want any of their products sold there. And but Unilever, who I guess has the ability to do that, said no, we want to sell ice cream there. Well, there you go. And that's all ice cream wars in Israel and the West Bank. Who'd have thought it? It is a top story on the Mail website. Should you clean your vulva? Vulva, not Volvo, dear. Not Volvo. Vulva. No, because everybody knows that a vulva is self-cleaning. If not, your husband can always give you a hand. I've got to do the right mime. Anyway, that's one for the missus. reminds me of that all-female Rush cover band. They were called Thrush. No, seriously, they really were. Bonkers, isn't it? Oh my God, who'd have thought it? Another Russian colonel has died. Meanwhile, Putin has sacked another 6 generals for poor performance. What, they're still alive? It's amazing. And Beijing is still putting pressure on Taiwan, which is, but isn't part of China. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, a family in London were enjoying a day out. They was having a paddle in a London river. They didn't say exactly where it is, because when you see what they discovered... Oh, it would be Catford. It had to be Catford. The missus is laughing. Because whenever something happens, I always say, what, in Catford? I don't know why. It always makes me... Catford is like... It's like the word trousers to me. Catford is always like a funny location. So if somebody has said to me, oh, they found a cache of weapons, of dumped firearms, and I'd go, what, in Catford? Well, it came true. They went for a swim in a river near Catford in the hot weather, and they found a whole cache of weapons. Let me show you the weapons. Oh my God, look at that. There's a bounty of stuff. They even found an Uzi, apparently. Yeah, so put them on eBay. There you go. They said it was like a bad dream, and they were worried that some of the articles they found may have been explosive. I mean, come on. Obviously ne'er-do-wells have been down at the riverbank, haven't they? Yes. Naughty, naughty. Apparently there's been a rise in severely obese people being rescued by firefighters because they've become too big to move out on their own. Have we got the... yes, we do have the picture of someone who's morbidly obese. There you go. He's earned that. Oh dear. Yeah, apparently Home Office figures have revealed that there's been an increase of 14.9%, a rise from 14.9% to 28% since 1993. There are now an estimated 28% of adults in the UK that are obese, with a further 36.2% that are just overweight. When records began in 2012, there were just 429 rescues, which are known as bariatric assists. Bariatric assists, that's a very polite word. But now firefighters across the UK are called out to a record 1,614 rescues in 2020, some 24% more than 1,326 the year before. And they have to remove windows, take down bits of wall, use lifting equipment. Tam Fry, it's in his name, chairman of the National Obesity Forum. Oh, the jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves, don't they? Believes the figures will continue to rise for many years. Yeah. Ah, dear. And here's a picture of a sad fat man looking out of the window. He's thinking, oh, don't I fancy McDonald's? Just cut out the sugar and junk food. Just walk. You'll be fine. Just walk it off. Remember, folks, you never see any fat old people, do you? They're always slim and sprightly, the really old ones. Just remember that. That's all they've got to say. That's all they've got to put on the McDonald's boxes, you know. Do you ever see any fat old people, and then everyone would just go like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind living to 85. Now let's watch this fella. This is our animal story of the day, I think. Have I done enough? We could do it. This is a gorilla in South Carolina making an entrance. Look at this. Look how he slides in to view it, then turns. Look at that. Shows his rump. Look at that. But look, he comes in and then goes whoop. There you go. The viral TikTok clip shared by Tina Flick shows Senzu, who's a resident of the Riverbank Zoo in Columbia, South Carolina, just glides in. He's got style. He's got grace. He can rip your arms off and beat you over the head with them if you wanted to. They're powerful. They're powerful. I've got so many. I've got a couple of. Who wants some baby hair pictures? Yeah, I've got a couple of great baby hair pictures. Right now, this is Nicole Green from Lewes in East Sussex. Her baby, Emerson Blake Nutley, is quite unique because the 41-year-old mother has been sharing pictures of him, because you're going to love this. He was born with a natural mohawk. Fantastic. What a lovely chap. Look at him. He looks fantastic. Oh, there's nothing better than new baby smell. New baby smell. And yeah, he's got a little mohawk. How cool is that? That's a good one, that. But there is another one, if I can find it. I did find it. I've lost it. Oh, that's a shame. I did have a second one. I put it in my folder. I put it in my folder and it's not there. Darren, you should really... Maybe we can search for it. Maybe we can search for it. Just talk amongst yourselves. Darren's not done his research properly. I put it in the reading folder, so why isn't it there? Let me just type for in the Daily Mail website folder. Oh, it's gone. I'm never going to find it. But there was another baby who had a lot of hair. I showed it to the missus the other day. I thought it might have been a good... Here it is. I found it. Yes. This is Anna Beddoes' daughter, Willow. And she's 6 months old. And look at that. That's a bonks for you. Look at that. And they're making comparisons to her to Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. That's what the TikTok people are doing. They're saying she looks like Steve Harrington. Oh, you gotta love that. More baby hair pictures. Yeah. But yeah, there's so many stories I haven't read today. So many. About sports news. This is a story of a Highland Games tournament in the southeastern Netherlands. A 65-year-old man from Geldrop, east of Eindhoven, died after being hit by a hammer. One of the contestants was taking part in the Open Highland Games at Geldrop Castle, and it went over a hedge and hit him on the head and killed him. Oh. Another witness told local media the victim did not see this coming. That's not good, is it? It's not good at all. I think we've done enough. Have we done enough? Yeah, we've done enough. So we'll end it there. End on a sad one today. So I've got a few animal stories, but I don't want to spoil you. There's a lot of stories here. I've got a lot of stories, but I don't want to spoil you. There's so many. But we'll end it there. Yeah, it was a £22 metal ball. Yeah. Is there a picture of Geldrop Castle? Yes, there is. Here we go. That's what it looks like. He was walking through the grounds when the hammer came from nowhere and took him from this world. And here's a picture of a hammer. Not the hammer, just one that gives you an idea of what bonked him on the head. That's a terrible story, that. Terrible story, but yeah, we'll end it there. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat room. Let's see. Let's see if there's anybody in there. Oh, Luke is in. Is there anybody out there? Always doing Pink Floyd quotes. And Naz is in. I can hear you. It's just I talk at the end. You know, it's not like yesterday where I had the chat open. The coffee time traditionally, Luca. If you are new, if you really are new, it ends and then we talk to you. What's today's topic? It's just the news. Like, this is what coffee time usually is. I just look at the news. Sorry. And Jason's in. He says hello. Rene's upgraded his membership. Remember, folks, you can join. I don't push it because you get accused of being, or was it an e-beggar or whatnot? But you can join and help me out and get a little icon next to your name, because I do these videos regularly, and it all helps. It all helps, doesn't it? Every little helps, said the old lady as she piddled in the sea. So yeah, you do join up, and you get a little icon. and it gives me a little warm glow. It gives me a little warm glow inside to know that you love me. Only on a Friday. Jason says, I think he can read our messages. No, I don't. I bring it up at the end. Just to reiterate, at the end. Brendan hits us with the amazing reveal that having his fingers up his bum tomorrow. You paying for that? You paying for that? You're not looking forward to it and you're paying for it? Oh, really? Ask them to get the whole fist up there if they can. But remember, tell them to take their watch off first. You know? What's that ticking? That's the proctologist Rolex up your arse. Would Roger Waters ever do the wall concert? I don't think Roger Waters has ever done a wall concert, has he? In his entire history after leaving Pink Floyd, he's never, ever, I don't think he's ever done a wall concert, and he certainly hasn't released a wall concert on Blu-ray and DVD or streaming. He definitely hasn't done that. Jason says, I'm at that age. I haven't been to the doctor since 2001. Never had a checkup. Have to get it sorted. I suppose I should really, but, you know. I'd only ask for a lady. Not because it's anything kinky, it's just they've got smaller fingers, haven't they? Though I'd ask her to cut her nails, obviously. But I remember the last doctor I saw, who was a man, he had hands like a gorilla. They were like bunches of bananas. Because I always look at their hands now, because you get into that age, don't it? You look at the hands and you go... But the last doctors I've seen have been ladies, and their hands are nice and slender, and you know. So I go, relax a bit. But when it's a man doctor and they've got giant, gnarly, you know, and you know, Brendan, you don't have to have the finger up the bum. They can give you a blood test, or they could do an ultrasound on you. But they're not going to do that because you're a man. You can have a finger up the bum. It's wrong, isn't it? I'm of the belief that we should have the option of ultrasound. Again, it doesn't take much to do, and if you're trained to do it, again, doctors could be trained to do ultrasound. You can have ultrasound, basic ultrasound machinery in doctors' surgeries, and yeah, more men, I think, would go and be checked out if they knew that it wasn't an invasive process like that. We joke about it because, you know, it's just as bad as when the missus describes having her intimate areas checked. You know, it's all pretty invasive and nasty stuff, but thankfully for ladies with the HPV vaccine, we're seeing cervical cancer, you know, being kind of reduced greatly. But yeah, it's a shame that you have to go through that, but you know, grin and bear it. Just when he's doing it, don't look around and go, is this a date? Just don't say that, all right? Don't say that, all right? Now it says nearly bedtime. Oh. Luca wants to know if I'm going to record unboxing the Wall gramophone record. No, I'm not. Unboxings are for sad people. Jason says, see you tomorrow night, guys. Got to do the shopping. We'll have a good one, Jason. Anyway, I'm done, and we don't talk about Roger Waters every day, so you might not want to tune in, Luca. And yeah, we'll do this all again soon. That has been the news. Killing the channel, one video at a time. That's me. And yeah, I'll do this. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't forget, drink it up.